The NBA draft is today or tomorrow, depending on when this video is posted. That means this is the only time of the year when you as a fan can sit back and be optimistic about the future of your team. Well, unless you're a Lakers fan, y'all might be doomed. Or at least until the Hornets trade you all their picks and good players. Besides that, I decided to create a mock draft just for the fun of it. Actually, I created two. One with trades and one without trades. This video is going to show you how stupidly wrong I could be in one video and how unpredictably fun the draft can be. I'll be giving some explanation on why some players were picked where they were and why some are just great fits. So sit back and listen to me try to predict essentially the unpredictable. The first mock draft is with no trades. With the number 1 overall pick, the Orlando Magic select Paolo Banchero. Now I think Orlando opts to go with the most pro-ready player in this draft and selects Paolo Banchero. The 6'10", 250-pound forward has the ability to be the most versatile defender in this draft, or at least in the top 3. Paolo will be able to run the 4 spot with Orlando and thrive off of mismatches created by Cole Anthony and Jalen Suggs through the pick and roll. Banchero has the ability to both isolate and ball handle efficiently, which adds even more dimensions to his offensive game. Plus, one of his only weaknesses in his offensive game is his jump shot, which could develop in Orlando as they focus on running the offense much more through Cole Anthony and Jalen Suggs. With the second overall pick, I think Chet Holmgren gets picked by Oklahoma City. I think Oklahoma opts to draft Chet Holmgren over Jabari Smith because of Holmgren's overall ability to be a rim protector. Chet has got a little bit of draft comparisons to Kevin Durant, but I actually see him more like Dirk Light, and I mean that literally. His smaller size and frame will limit him both offensively and defensively at times. Bigger and more physical teams are going to knock him out of his rhythm. Besides that, he will struggle a little more early on in the pros with backing down more physical and stronger players in the post. But Holmgren's overall skill set allows him to overcome many of his obstacles that his frame would have. He'll be a great at spraying the floor due to his shooting, and he'll be really good in pick and roll. Overall, he'll have too much potential and just have enough floor that Oklahoma couldn't pass on him. At the third overall pick, I have Jabari Smith. He's going to take the leftovers of the top 3 similar to what happened to the Hornets in the 2020 draft, and just like the Hornets, they could find themselves with an immediate star. Jabari Smith would fit in Houston like peanut butter and jelly, like biscuits and gravy, like fat back and bread. Wait, is that just a subtle thing? Whatever. Jabari Smith has the ability to be a perimeter threat, coupled with Jalen Green's offensive ability, makes him more of a nice 1-2 punch. Houston was 4th in 3-point attempts a game with 38.7, which is a big positive for Jabari Smith and his offensive game, as it revolves much around his perimeter shooting. Jabari Smith is easily the best perimeter defender of the top 3, but could have some issues guarding some of the more post-centric big men that the league has to offer. Houston could have Jabari Smith mesh quicker with the team than any other players in the draft. At 4, Sacramento goes Jaden Ivey. I think they take, again, similar to Jabari Smith, the leftovers, and take the best point guard here that's available in the draft. Detroit will go Shaedon Sharpe. The project player who didn't really play a game in college is such a high potential player that I don't see them passing up on him. And at 6, I think Indiana goes Keegan Murray. The forward is extremely high potential, and with giving up Domantas Sabonis, I think they go Keegan Murray here. Now we go to 7. I think Portland takes Benedict Mathurin. Portland may have their eyes on Shaedon Sharpe, with Detroit taking their chances on the high potential 2 guard. Portland takes the next best thing and pairs him with Lillard. Benedict Mathurin hosts a smooth and elevated jump shot and has great size. Personally, I like the comparisons with Mathurin and Jason Richardson, but I see Mathurin having a more similar role to Clay of the Warriors currently. Mathurin's ability to work off ball can be elite. He's also going to get most of his points through transition. Mathurin, similar to current Klay Thompson, won't be the best defender, but he will have the tools to compete and improve in the long run. At 8, there will be New Orleans, who got their pick from the Lakers. They're going with Dyson Daniels. Intrigues me as a prospect because in the right role, I think he can thrive early, which I think New Orleans provides. Dyson Daniels will provide a good defensive bonus for New Orleans, which will help give them another ball handler. Essentially, playing him in a similar role to a young Rajon Rondo makes the most sense. New Orleans has plenty of scores already. Dyson Daniels' jump shot will also be the key to him unlocking a bigger offensive role. And with him playing beside Zion, McCollum, and Ingram, they can create a lot of offense themselves, and it opens up a lot of playmaking opportunities for the young guard. At number 9 is San Antonio, and they're going with Johnny Davis. San Antonio's drafting Johnny Davis will be a little bit of a doozy because of how many young, talented guards they already have on roster, but San Antonio has already been an unconventional drafting team. John Davis could be seen as a potential upgrade for the Spurs, as he will boast a perimeter defense while also being able to create shots off the pick and roll, as he's a deadly mid-range murderer. A bonus of having so many talented guards is not having anyone to force the start. It will also allow for more competition. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that San Antonio benches Davis, as they allow him to grow in some of his biggest weaknesses like three-point shooting. At number 10, I think Washington goes with Jalen Duren. I've talked a little bit about Jalen Duren in my past videos, but I think Washington may go with him. Very possible. 11, I got New York going with AJ Griffin. The Knicks are in a weird position here because I believe they would prefer a point guard over a wing, but with Ivy and Daniels off the board, they would settle with a player like Griffin, who hosts a really good floor due to his three-point shot and an NBA-ready body. While Griffin doesn't offer the playmaking the Knicks need, he does offer more flexibility at the wing. While I don't think Griffin is going to come in and light up the league, or at least not in the Knicks rotation, I do believe Thibodeau will develop some of his defensive skills. Essentially, the Knicks take the safe pick and avoid reaching for a guard this early in the draft. At number 12, I have Oklahoma, which they got their pick from the Clippers, and they go Asame Dang. At number 13 is Charlotte, and I got them going Mark Williams. Mark Williams provides much of everything that Charlotte needs. Rim protection, check. Lob threat, check. Rebounding, check. Even free throw shooting, check. Actually, sort of. Mark Williams is more like a traditional big, and while not a great shooter, outside the arc, his ability to finish around the basket, either from cleaning the glass or pick and roll, is great. Mark Williams is somewhat of an alright free throw shooter, as he hits 73% from the line. The biggest issue with Williams will be the lack of versatility offensively, as he won't be able to generate offers through the post or face-up. Many of his points are going to come from transition, dump offs, or pick and roll. Defensively, he possesses a pretty good rim protector, but if he matches up against some of the more shifty players the league has to offer, well, he could be a liability. Mark Williams at this pick will be a great value for the Hornets, as it provides them a center with a good floor and the ability to rim protect. The Hornets would instantly improve with the acquisition of Williams, and that is as much as you ask for with the 13th overall pick. At 14 cents, Terry Eason. I think I'm saying that right. I might have messed that up. Sorry. At 15 cents, Charlotte, who got their pick from New Orleans with Ochai Agbaji. 16 cents, Atlanta with Malachi Branham. 17 cents, Houston, who got their pick from Brooklyn with Ty Washington. Chicago goes Jeremy Sochan. Minnesota goes EJ Liddell. San Antonio, who got their pick from Toronto, goes Walker Kessler. Denver goes Jalen Williams. Memphis got their pick from Utah, goes Blake Wesley. Philadelphia goes Marjon Beauchamp. Milwaukee goes Jalen Hardy. San Antonio got their pick from Boston, Kenny Chandler. Dallas, Nikola Jovic. That's going to be real confusing later in the future. Miami, Jalen Williams. Golden State gets Patrick Baldwin Jr. Memphis goes Khalifa Diop. Oklahoma gets their pick from Phoenix, goes Trevor Keels. So now we're going to just lightning go fast the first round with trades. Now this one I'm not really exactly sure how it's going to work. It's really hard to predict trades in the draft, but you know they're going to happen. So here we go. Atlanta goes Paolo Banchero. Oklahoma goes Chet Holmgren. Houston goes Jabari Smith. Sacramento goes Jaden Ivey. Detroit goes Shaedon Sharpe. Indiana goes Keegan Murray. Atlanta goes... Oh, here's the first trade actually. Atlanta gets their pick from Portland, goes Benedict Mathurin. New Orleans from Los Angeles Lakers go Dyson Daniels. Hornets gets their first, it's the second pick of this draft actually, and they get this pick from San Antonio. They get Jalen Duren. Washington goes Johnny Davis. New York goes AJ Griffin. Oklahoma from LA Clippers, goes Asame Dang. San Antonio from Charlotte goes Malachi Branham. Cleveland goes Ochai Agbaji. San Antonio from Charlotte, which is the pick they gave Charlotte their ninth pick, goes Mark Williams. Portland goes from, again, this will be the pick that was traded from Atlanta to Portland in this mock trade with go Tari Eason. Houston from Brooklyn will go Ty Washington Jr. Chicago will go Jeremy Sochan. Minnesota will go EJ Liddell. San Antonio from Toronto goes Kenny Chandler. Memphis from Utah goes Jalen Williams. Philadelphia goes Blake Wesley. Milwaukee goes Walker Kessler. San Antonio from Boston goes Nikola Jovic. Oh, I can't wait to have to say this name every day. Lakers from Dallas go Jake LaRavia. Boy, Miami goes Jalen Williams. Golden State goes Patrick Baldwin Jr. And Memphis goes Khalifa Diop. Oh, I'm gonna have to edit that. Oklahoma City from Phoenix goes Trevor Keels. I guess I should go over some of the trade scenarios. The Hawks are going to receive the 2022 7th overall pick. They also receive a 2024 second round pick, which was actually their original pick they gave to Portland. Portland receives the 16th overall pick and John Collins. The Hornets receive a 2022 9th overall pick, and San Antonio receives a 2022 13th overall pick, a 2022 15th overall pick, and a 2023 second round pick. This is consistent with my offseason video that I had the Hornets with earlier, was my first video on this channel. The Lakers receive a 2022 26th overall pick with a 2024 second round pick and Frank Ntilikina, and Dallas gets Kendrick Nunn to run that backup point guard spot, as I'm assuming Dallas is going to try to keep Jalen Brunson. The draft is a lottery, and there's no exact science of how players are going to turn out. In fact, many times the consensus number 1 overall pick doesn't turn out to be the best player. In like a few years, I'm going to look back in this video and probably think, what was I thinking? Or better yet, damn, I'm a genius. Actually, probably not. Actually, it's kind of fun trying to predict the future because no one knows what lies ahead for their teams, but we all share one common dream: to continue to watch the Knicks crash and burn. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, who would you like your team to draft? There's no way I didn't piss someone off with these mocks, so comment who you want your team to draft and why.